The 2013-14 school year is slowly but surely coming to a close, but the activities, events, and accomplishments are still as prominent as ever here at Lenape High School. This spring was the icing on the metaphorical cake that was this extravagant school campaign. The best of this spring is begging to be shared with the world, and it's all right here on the spring 2014 edition of Lenape Tribal News, which starts right now.
Welcome to Lenape Tribal News. I'm Lauren Clements alongside Jack Watson. As the school year winds to a close, we are here to bring you the biggest stories to happen this spring at Lenape High School.
That's right, Lauren. What do you have to start us off this time?
Well, Jack, March came in like a lion and went out like a lion as school spirits soared when the red team competed against the gray team for the annual title of Red and Gray Night Champion. Melissa Cheeseman has the story.
On what would normally be a quiet Thursday evening, hundreds of students cheered in the bleachers of Lenape's North Gym. Every year when spring comes around, the students and staff begin to prepare for Lenape's Red and Gray Night. Red and Gray Night is a friendly competition between the red team and the gray team. Teams are determined by the student's last name. Students with their last name beginning with the letters A through L are members of the red team, while the rest of the students are members of the gray team. Students can apply to become a team captain and are interviewed before they are chosen. During the event, team captains rally their group and students compete in various competitions including a tug-of-war, dodgeball, and a tire pole. As each team wins events, they are awarded points towards their overall score. Teams are also rewarded for their school spirit, decorations, and the amount they raised in the Stay Strong EBO fundraiser, as well as other challenges. Mr. Laddie is the Assistant Athletic and Activities Director who is responsible for the organization of this event.
The thing I like the most about Red and Gray Night is, to me, it's one of the most fun nights of the year here at Lenape. It's just a chance for everyone to come out, students, staff, families, to come out and have a good time and just enjoy being with everyone and have some fun. This was our 5th year of Red and Gray Night. We actually borrowed the idea from some of our sister schools in the area, so we kind of took what they did and changed it around a little and made it unique to Lenape High School event. There is something for everyone that, when coming up with the games and the activities for the night, we try to think of what's going to get as many people as possible involved. So when a kid or anyone comes out to Red and Gray Night, there's going to be something, at least one thing that interests them and that they can get involved in.
Every year, a unique theme is chosen for the sparring teams. The current theme is rock for the red team versus pop for the gray team, and everyone went all out in decorating. The hallways were covered in colorful posters and decorations as the day drew nearer. At the event itself, every student was decked out in their team's color, and the captains prepared skits which reflected their musical theme.
The students, and mainly the captains, kind of organize the whole thing. They plan it, they come up with all the games and activities, t-shirt designs, and everything. I myself, I'm kind of just there to help them out, but it really is a student-driven event.
Sierra Reese is a gray team captain for this year's Red and Gray Night.
I like helping out because I feel really involved when I do, and then I get to meet a lot of people and I get to do a lot of things, and it also keeps me really busy, and it's a lot of fun being able to participate in the events and organize the whole event. I help organize the events and whatnot and monitor them, and also I give a lot of ideas for our skit, like cutting the music and putting it together, and I like to just motivate my teammates. There's a lot of planning that goes into it. It has a lot to do with putting our skit together, cutting the music, and then getting people just to come out in general, and then figuring out who's doing what games, and just organization is just huge. So promotion, advertisements is a really big part of Red and Gray Night.
After losing to the gray team for the past 2 years, the red team made a stunning comeback when it won this year's competition. The Red and Gray Night is a big hit at Lenape and is sure to only get bigger in the coming years. I'd like to thank Mr. Laddie and Sierra Reese for speaking with us. For Tribal News, I'm Melissa Cheeseman. Back to the studio.
The annual Teacher of the Year award went to health and phys ed teacher Mrs. Jody Stansbury. Alicia Wolstenholme set out to find out what makes her so worthy of this distinctive honor.
Mrs. Stansbury is physical education as well as a health teacher. She serves as the head coach of the girls tennis team and as the leader of the National Honor Society. In the 2013-2014 school year, Ms. Stansbury was awarded Teacher of the Year award. She's deserving of this award as she balances both extracurricular activities and being an outstanding teacher in the classroom. Mrs. Stansberry has been teaching at Lenape High School for 8 years. She was nominated and selected for the Teacher of the Year award in December of 2013. The selection committee had received numerous nominations from faculty members and administration nominating Mrs. Stansberry for this prestigious award.
Well, I was elated, very surprised. It was first period, and we were right in the middle of a lesson, and when they came in, I was shocked, and it was a wonderful feeling. And my students were clapping, and they thought it was great. So it was just a wonderful moment, one I'll never forget.
Mrs. Stansberry pertains all of the qualities of an outstanding teacher and exemplifies all of those characteristics inside the classroom as well as in extracurricular activities. She attributes her success to love and support from her family and dedication to her students.
Well, it's difficult, but you have to stay organized, and I think one of the reasons why I can do it is because I love NHS and I love teaching. So, and a lot of the kids that I have in NHS are also in my classes, so we work together on both things. So we just do it. That's all.
Adriana Santamero is an officer in the National Honor Society and works side by side with Mrs. Stansberry to plan events and reach out to the community.
I would definitely say it's the dedication that she puts into it. She doesn't just look at her job advising NHS as like something to make extra money or something to do because she has nothing better to do. She looks at it like, the kids in NHS are her family and that it's her job to make sure that they're getting the most out of their education and giving back to the community. It's definitely something that she's super passionate about and super dedicated to, and she just incorporates it into her life. Like it's literally her duty to bring it to Lenape and to bring everyone this happiness that she's able to with NHS.
Well, my mom was a teacher, and I thought the world of her, and I was excited. I wanted to be someone that could help other kids. When I was in second grade, I even drew a picture my mom kept of me in front of a classroom of kids teaching. So I guess it was just in my blood.
NHS kids look up to her. She's someone who, even though she has no obligation to do it in the community, even though she doesn't have to give back, she does because she truly cares from the bottom of her heart. So she's one of those people who leads by example.
The Teacher of the Year award is a great opportunity to acknowledge the teachers who help their students excel in and out of the classroom. Mrs. Stansberry is truly dedicated to her students and spends so much time and effort into their success. Teachers like Mrs. Stansberry are vital to a productive classroom full of engaged students ready to learn. I'd like to thank Mrs. Stansberry, Adriana Santamero, for speaking with us. For Tribal News, I'm Alicia Wilson-Holm. Back to the studio.
Student of the Month, Student of the Year. Chosen from successful female candidates all over Burlington County, Devin Hartsoe has been selected as Outstanding Female Student of the Year and Scholarship recipient. Samantha Goldstein has more on the story.
Senior Devin Hartsoe has been awarded the prestigious title of Outstanding Female Student of the Year by the Burlington County Board of Chosen Freeholders. Nominated by business teacher Mr. Joseph DeJulius, Devin was honored for her outstanding academic achievements and her involvement in the community. The award is designed to honor young women who have made a significant difference within the Burlington County community. Recipients demonstrate academic excellence, superior leadership skills, and serve as a positive role model. Devin's hard work and dedication, both inside and outside of the classroom, provides incentive for her fellow peers to strive for excellence.
Devin's a student in my Accounting 1 class, and I've known her since September. She demonstrates excellent analytical reasoning skills, willingness to lead, and she's very well respected on both a local and national level. She teaches young ladies about women's rights, and she also advocates tirelessly for the ratification of the Equal Rights Amendment.
It was a really great honor to have gotten the award because there are a lot of other really important people in the community that got it. It's definitely really difficult. There's lots of days where I don't get a lot of sleep because it's a really hectic schedule, but in the end, I guess I just like it, so I fit everything into my schedule and I manage my time well.
Devin Hartsoe sets the perfect example for young women in the Burlington County community. Through hard work and dedication, Devin makes Lenape High School a better place. With a bright future ahead of her, she will continue to thrive at Princeton University and beyond. I'd like to thank Mr. Joseph DeJulius and Devin Hartsoe for their time. For Tribal News, I'm Samantha Goldstein. Now back to the studio.
Most think job fairs tend to be only for adults, but the Lenape Regional High School District has changed all that as they continue to run a successful student job fair each spring that is open to all district students. Held annually at Lenape, this event continues to grow in popularity. We send it to Maxwell Bass with more.
The Student Job Fair is a district-wide event held at Lenape that invites employers to recruit students looking for jobs. The event takes months of planning, but in the end offers an all-inclusive way for students to look for and apply for jobs. Hundreds of students walk through Lenape's doors with the hopes of talking to employers and landing a job. 47 local businesses set up tables throughout Lenape where students could ask questions about the position, hand in a resume, and then fill out working papers and applications. The jobs ranged from paid to volunteer positions for students between the ages of 15 and 18. There were numerous job categories available for students, which included working as a cashier to being a lifeguard. With all this excitement comes some very involved preparation to make a successful and smooth event for both the employers and students. Kim Malesko is the district job developer of the Lenape Regional High School District. She has been responsible for setting up and running the entire event since its inception 3 years ago.
The job fair is comprised of a committee, and the committee is made up of business teachers from all 4 high schools plus Sequoia. We meet on a monthly basis starting in December, going until the job fair, to discuss the planning process. In addition to the committee helping out with the planning process of the job fair, the committee is also responsible for creating a Dress for Success show at each of their high schools. This show, the Dress for Success show, is put in place to teach kids, or students rather, how to come prepared for success. This is going to be our 3rd annual job fair for the Lenape Regional High School District. Under the supervision of Emily Capello, this job fair was brought into fruition. It is now under the new direction of Dr. Carol Birnbaum, who also has a tremendous amount of support for this job fair and the purpose of this job fair.
The planning committee is of great importance as it produces a smooth and fluid event. Each year, the committee becomes more organized and works toward a common goal of making sure students will receive a callback from employers. Joseph DeJulius is a business teacher at Lenape High School and part of the committee for planning the event. He was responsible for designing a highly organized map and making sure there was a sufficient amount of employers.
We recruit businesses by sending out letters to businesses within our sending region, as well as visiting with businesses at their business association meetings and Rotary Club meetings. Our goal is to provide our students with as many opportunities as possible, and the job fair is just another way that we can provide students with an opportunity to gain employment in some of the businesses within our community.
The Student Job Fair promotes opportunities for high school jobs and prepares students for real-life jobs in the future. The employers at the event are very cooperative and are kind enough to give students a chance of being employed. As a result of successful planning, the event continues to expand with more students and employers each year. I'd like to thank Ms. Malesko and Mr. DeJulius for speaking with us. For Travel News, I'm Max Bass. Back to the studio.
It's the dream of most any student to spend a day playing video games in a friendly competition. That dream is a reality to a special group of students that compete each year at the District Wii Tournament. Lindsay Wood has the story.
The annual Wii Tournament is an event that provides students in the special education program with a day full of exciting competition. All 4 schools in the Lenape Regional High School District compete against each other in various Wii games, such as archery, bowling, and soccer. 5 years ago, the Cherokee Physical Education Department started the Wii Tournament since all district schools had recently received Wii systems. After rotating amongst the district schools, the event has landed at Lenape on an annual basis. There are many different aspects of the day that contribute to its success. The students arrive in the morning, and each school performs a cheer that the students had prepared for and rehearsed prior to the tournament. This initiates the tournament and gives the students an opportunity to collectively represent their school in a fun and entertaining way. The students are split up into different groups and assigned to various stations such as Wii, coloring, basketball, and ping pong. This helps keep the activities running smoothly and organized. Mrs. Taubman is a health and physical education teacher. She is involved with organizing the tournament and games and loves seeing the students engage in the competitions.
They have the skills and they feel comfortable and they're competing against peers, the same as any other typical student here at Lenape. And I think it's really important for them to have those experiences. And it's funny to see them behaving in the same way that you'd see any other typical student behave, trash talking each other and high-fiving when they experience success. And it's really nice to see that. And it definitely has value and a place here.
After the activities in the gymnasium are over, the students engage in what is known as the Pen Pal Luncheon. This is a great way to give students a break and allow them to relax before the most anticipated part of the day, the award ceremony. All of these schools come together to hear the teachers announce the winners of the different games. These students get a chance to see their hard work throughout the day pay off. Individual winners are awarded with certificates, and a school that has the most overall points receives a gold trophy. Senior Seth Erlanger helps set up and play with these students in the Wii tournament. This is his 4th time helping with the tournament.
Personally, I got involved my freshman year. Miss Barlow asked me to do it, and I've done it every year since.
His favorite part of the day is the award ceremony.
The kids get beyond excited and beyond overjoyed to succeed in the Wii tournament.
The successfulness of this tournament is increasing every year. The games, awards, and volunteers all contribute to its prosperity. Perhaps the biggest contributors are the students themselves.
All the paraprofessionals that are involved with these kids, they're the ones that really make it go. And, you know, we had a lot of really excellent student volunteers that helped run it and provided a great source of support for the kids competing. You know, without all those people having their hand in this, it would not be nearly the success that it is, for sure.
It's just successful because the kids make it successful. They come, they have an open mind, they're willing to do really anything we ask them to keep it organized. We have fun, they enjoy it, we enjoy it, and hopefully we can do it for a long, long time.
The Wii tournament is an extremely successful event and something the students always look forward to. We would like to thank Mrs. Taubman and Seth Erlanger for their contribution to the tournament and to our story. For Tribal News, I am Lindsay Wood. Now back to the studio.
Well, that's all for this spring edition of Lenape Tribal News. We would like to note all of the hard work that the students in the Communications Technology 2 classes have put in for this production. And Lauren, I'd also like to wish you good luck in all of your future endeavors outside of Lenape High School. And thank you so much for all of the hard work that you've not only put into Lenape Tribal News, but into the Lenape TV program altogether.
Oh, thank you so much, Jack.
Absolutely.
We hope you enjoyed this season of Tribal News. It's been an honor for me to report on such important news stories for Lenape. Tribal News will be back next fall with an all-new news team. Don't forget to tune in. Have a great summer, and thank you for watching.